You know what's overwhelming? Managing your financial life when you've got money spread across like 8 different accounts, bills coming from everywhere, investment apps you barely check, and no clear system tying it all together. Like, you're trying to be responsible with money, but it just feels chaotic and stressful because you can't even get a clear picture of what's actually happening. Yeah, so I spent years in this exact situation. I had a checking account, a savings account, a credit card, a 401k I never looked at, a Robinhood account I opened during the pandemic, student loans I was making minimum payments on, and absolutely no system organizing any of it. I'd randomly check different accounts, hope I had enough money for bills, and just generally felt anxious about money, even though I was earning decent income. It was exhausting. My name is Don, and I used to think I needed to become a financial expert before I could invest, when really I just needed to understand like 5 basic things and then actually start. And here's what I figured out about organizing your financial life. You don't need a dozen apps or complicated spreadsheets or a finance degree. You need one simple framework that tells you exactly what every dollar should be doing and where it should live. And once you implement this framework, literally everything becomes clearer and less stressful. Before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you want to see more content about building wealth and making smarter money decisions. Trust me, this framework is going to completely change how you think about organizing your money, and it's way simpler than you think. All right, so let me introduce you to what I call the 4-account framework. It's dead simple, but it organizes your entire financial life in a way that makes sense and reduces stress. You need exactly 4 types of accounts, and every dollar you earn has a specific home. Let's break it down. Account type number 1, the operating account. This is where your money lands and gets distributed. So the first account in the framework is what I call your operating account. This is just a regular checking account, and it's the hub of your entire financial system. This is where your paycheck lands, and from here, money flows to your other 3 accounts. Think of it like the main train station where everything starts. Here's how I set mine up, and this completely changed my relationship with money. Every time I get paid, the money hits my operating account first. But here's the key. This account should basically be empty most of the time, except right after you get paid. It's not where money lives, it's where money gets sorted and sent to the right places. Within 24 hours of getting paid, I have automatic transfers set up that move money from my operating account to the other 3 accounts based on predetermined amounts. And this is crucial. It's automatic. I don't have to remember to do it or decide each time. It just happens, which removes all the decision-making and potential for screwing it up. Let me show you what this looks like with real numbers. When my paycheck of $3,500 hits my operating account, here's what happens automatically. $2,100 goes to my bills account, $700 goes to my savings and investing account, $400 goes to my spending account, and $300 stays in my operating account as a small buffer. That buffer is important because sometimes there's a timing issue with bills or unexpected stuff, and having $300 to $500 sitting in your operating account means you're not constantly worried about overdrafts or timing. It's just a cushion that makes the whole system work smoothly. The beauty of this setup is that your operating account isn't this chaotic place where bills, spending, and savings are all mixed together. It's clean. Money comes in, gets distributed, and you know exactly what every dollar is supposed to be doing. Account type number 2, the bills account. This is where all your fixed expenses live. All right, the second account is your bills account, and this is where all your fixed monthly expenses come from. Rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, car payment, minimum debt payments, subscriptions, anything that's the same amount every month or that you have to pay no matter what. I keep this as a separate checking account, the same bank as my operating account, so transfers are instant. And here's why this account is so powerful. Once you set it up correctly, you literally never have to think about bills again. They just get paid automatically from this dedicated account. Here's how to figure out how much should go into your bills account. Add up all your fixed monthly expenses. For me, that's rent, $1,400, utilities, about $150, car insurance, $120, phone, $70, internet, $60, gym membership, $40, Netflix and Spotify, $30, and minimum student loan payment, $230. That adds up to $2,100, which is why $2,100 automatically transfers from my operating account to my bills account every month. Then I have all those bills set up to autopay from the bills account. My rent autopays on the 1st. My utilities autopay whenever they're due. My insurance autopays on the 15th. You get the idea. The money sits in the bills account specifically for bills, and the bills pay themselves. The psychological benefit of this is huge. I used to stress about bills constantly. Did I pay the electric bill? When is insurance due? Do I have enough in my account to cover rent? Now, I literally never think about it. The bills account has enough money, the bills pay automatically, and I'm done. One tip that made this even better. I keep about 1 month's worth of bills as a buffer in this account. So even though my bills are $2,100 per month, I keep about $2,500 in there. This way, if there's ever a weird timing thing or an unexpected bill, I'm covered without having to move money around manually. Setting this account up takes maybe 2 hours of work one time. You have to go through your bank statements, figure out all your fixed expenses, set up the auto transfers from your operating account, and set up autopay for all your bills. But once it's done, it's done. You've automated an entire category of financial stress out of your life. Account type number 3, the savings and investing account. This is where you build wealth. The third account is actually multiple accounts, but I group them together conceptually because they serve the same purpose. Building wealth for the future. This includes your emergency fund, your investment accounts, your retirement accounts, all of it. Here's how I think about this category. Every month, $700 automatically transfers from my operating account to this category. But then that $700 gets split up automatically based on my priorities. Right now, my split is $200 goes to my emergency fund until I hit my target, $300 goes to my Roth IRA, and $200 goes to additional investments in my brokerage account. Your split will depend on where you are financially. If you don't have an emergency fund yet, maybe 100% goes there until you hit $1,000. Then you might split it 50-50 between continuing to build your emergency fund and starting to invest. The point is that the money automatically goes to wealth building every month, and you adjust the split based on your goals. The game changer for me was treating savings and investing as a fixed expense, not something I do with leftover money. In the old system, I'd pay my bills, spend money on whatever, and then, if there was money left at the end of the month, maybe I'd save it. There was never money left. Now that $700 moves to savings and investing automatically right after I get paid, just like rent. It's non-negotiable. I've already decided that this money is for future me, and it happens before I have a chance to spend it on anything else. For the emergency fund specifically, I keep this in a high-yield savings account that's separate from my regular bank. I use Marcus by Goldman Sachs, but Ally Discover and a bunch of others work too. The point is, it's separate. It earns actual interest, unlike a regular savings account, and it's not connected to my debit card, so I can't accidentally spend it. My investment accounts are at Fidelity, and I have automatic purchases set up so the money that transfers in automatically buys index funds. I don't have to remember to invest. I don't have to decide if now is a good time. It just happens, which means I'm consistently building wealth without any effort or decision making. By the time you're 60 or 65, this account category is what determines whether you're financially comfortable or still working, because you have to. The compound growth from decades of consistent contributions is what builds actual wealth, not your salary or how frugal you are with daily spending. Account type number 4, the spending account. This is your guilt-free money. All right, the fourth and final account is your spending account, and this is where the framework gets really liberating. This account is for everything that's not a bill and not savings. Groceries, gas, eating out, entertainment, shopping, hobbies, random stuff you want, all of it comes from this one account. For me, $400 per month automatically transfers to my spending account. And here's the rule. Once that money is in the spending account, I can spend it on literally whatever I want without feeling guilty. I'm not tracking whether I spent too much on restaurants versus groceries. I'm not beating myself up for buying something I wanted. The money is there to be spent, and when it's gone, I'm done spending until next month. This is the account that makes the whole framework sustainable. Because if you're just saving and paying bills without giving yourself permission to spend on things you enjoy, you're going to burn out and abandon the system. The spending account builds in the flexibility and fun that makes responsible money management actually livable. I keep this as a checking account with a debit card, and I use this card for all my discretionary spending. When I'm at the grocery store, spending account. When I'm getting coffee, spending account. When I'm buying something on Amazon, spending account. This way, I always know exactly how much I have left to spend for the month, just by checking one balance. And here's what's cool about this approach. As you get better with money and your income grows, you can increase the amount going to your spending account without feeling guilty about it. Right now, I'm at $400 per month, but if I get a raise, maybe I increase it to $500. I'm still saving and paying bills first, but I'm also allowing my lifestyle to improve slightly as my income grows. The key is that this number is predetermined and automatic. You're not making daily decisions about whether you can afford something. You know you have $400 this month to spend on whatever, and you just need to make that $400 last. It's way less stressful than trying to track every purchase against a complicated budget with 15 categories. Now let me show you how this all works together and why it's so powerful. The magic is in how the framework removes decision-making and creates clarity. Every time you get paid, the money automatically flows to the right places. You never have to decide whether to save or pay bills or allow yourself to spend. It's all predetermined. Let's walk through a full month using my numbers. I get paid $3,500. Automatically, $2,100 goes to bills account, $700 goes to savings and investing, $400 goes to spending, and $300 stays in operating as buffer. All my bills pay themselves from the bills account, so I literally don't think about them. My savings and investing happens automatically, so I'm building wealth without effort. And I have $400 in my spending account that I can use guilt-free on whatever makes my life better. If I check my spending account on the 20th of the month and see I only have $80 left, I know I need to be careful for the next 10 days. Maybe I skip eating out and cook at home more. Maybe I don't buy that thing I was thinking about. But it's clear and simple. I'm not trying to figure out if buying groceries means I can't afford my electric bill. The groceries come from spending, and the electric bill is already handled by the bills account. This system has completely eliminated financial stress for me. I used to check my account balance before buying anything, constantly worried about whether I had enough money. Now, I check my spending account balance maybe twice a week, and I never worry about bills or savings because those are automated. Here's how to implement this framework yourself, and it's not as hard as it sounds. Step 1. Open the accounts you need. You might already have some of them. I needed to open a separate bills account and set up my investment accounts properly, but the actual account opening took maybe 30 minutes total. Step 2. Calculate your numbers. Figure out your fixed monthly expenses for bills account. Decide how much you want to save and invest each month, and figure out how much you need for spending. These 3 numbers should add up to less than your take-home pay, with a small buffer staying in your operating account. Step 3. Set up the automatic transfers. This takes an hour or 2, but it's one-time work. Set up transfers from operating to your other accounts that happen automatically after each paycheck. Set up autopay for all your bills from your bills account. Set up automatic investments in your savings and investing accounts. Step 4. Use it for 1 month and adjust. The first month, you're probably going to realize you miscalculated something. Maybe you didn't include a bill or your spending amount is too low or too high. That's fine. Adjust the numbers and update your automatic transfers. By month 2 or 3, you'll have dialed it in perfectly. I'm not going to lie, setting this up took me a few hours and felt a bit tedious. But that one-time investment of time has saved me probably 5 hours per month of money stress and management. And it's given me complete clarity about my financial life for the first time ever. The framework also scales as your life changes. Got a raise? Adjust the amounts going to each account. Change jobs. Update the automatic transfers. Had a kid and expenses went up? Reallocate how much goes to spending versus savings. The framework stays the same, you just adjust the numbers. Look, I wasted years trying to manage my finances without a clear system. I had money spread everywhere, no automation, and constant anxiety about whether I was handling money correctly. This 4-account framework gave me a system that's simple enough to actually follow, but comprehensive enough to cover my entire financial life. You don't need complicated budgeting software. You don't need to track every transaction. You don't need to be super organized or disciplined. You just need 4 accounts, clear numbers for each one, and automation that moves money to the right places. That's it. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your finances right now, I guarantee this framework will help. It removes the chaos and replaces it with clarity. It removes the constant decisions and replaces them with automation. And it removes the guilt around spending by giving you a predetermined amount that's yours to use however you want. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And drop a comment telling me if you're going to implement this framework or if you already have a similar system that works for you. I love hearing how people organize their financial lives. Thanks for watching. And remember, you don't need a perfect system, you just need a clear system. The 4-account framework is simple, it works, and it'll give you more financial clarity than you've ever had. Set it up this week and see how much better you feel about money. I'll see you in the next one.